Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to Football Talks, and today I'm gonna be talking about Group C. I'm gonna be breaking it down. I'm gonna tell you about their main players of all four of these teams, and then gonna predict Group C by the end of this video. So don't miss the video. Watch till the end. So let's get right into the video, starting with Argentina. So of course we're gonna start off with Argentina. On paper, the best team in this group. In goal there, Martinez. He was superb in the Copa America. And then they have Rulli as the backup. And then in defense, and then they have also Mani. And then in defense, Molina and Montiel. Montiel will be their starting right back. And then Christian Romero and Lisandro Martinez will be their back two. If they want to play back three, then Otamendi will also play. And then Acuna and Tagliafico, one of those two will play in their left back position. Both are brilliant fullbacks. And then Juan Foyt. He can also play center back, but he will be a super sub, and he might get a game or two. And in the midfield, of course, Lo Celso got injured. That's a big miss for them. He's one of their best players. He operates in that midfield role. He comes back to defend. He carries the ball forward. They're gonna miss a player like him. He was a brilliant player. He his he has something that helped this team out so much. And you need to watch the game to find out what he does. Like, he carries the ball forward, passes it, comes back defense. Like, they're gonna miss that. So now they're gonna probably play, like, they have the Paul, they're gonna play him. Paredes is gonna come off the bench. McAllister makes the team. And then Guido Rodriguez. And then, of course, Gomez. And then we got Alejandro Papu Gomez and Enzo Fernandez, a young talent, gonna get some game time. And last but not least, Palacios. Bayern Leverkusen's Palacios, he's gonna get some game time. He might be the replacement of Lo Celso. He can't do the same things, but he's still a brilliant midfielder. This is a really good team. And of course, their best part is their forwards. They're bringing Angel Di Maria, Lautaro Martinez, Julian Alvarez, Nicolas Gonzalez, Joaquin Correa, Pablo Dybala, and last but not least, the GOAT, Lionel Andres Messi. So I think Messi is gonna start, Lautaro Martinez is gonna start, and Di Maria might start. It's gonna be Di Maria or Dybala, one of those two. And Alvarez might get some minutes backup of City, backup for Haaland. And Nicolas Gonzalez, I don't think he's gonna get much play time, but he might get some. So this is a really solid team. Of course, captained by Messi, and this team can go really far in the tournament. So now let's move on to Saudi Arabia. So you guys might not know much about the Saudi team, but like there are some really good players you guys should know about. So I'm just gonna walk you through this team, and you guys might be underestimating them, but they topped they topped their group for qualifiers over Japan and Australia who are in the World Cup. They topped it over Japan, so uh, they did good. So let me just talk about some of their main players. And this is Salim Al Devasari. Um, and he's the experienced winger they have. and he played one game at loan at Villarreal. So one of the only Saudi players to play in Europe top five leagues. And for the national team so far in his career, he has 70 caps and 17 goals. He's a brilliant winger. He's gonna help them do good in this tournament. And then one more player you should remember is their midfielder, their captain, the guy who wins the ball, goes forward, defense, does everything. Midfield is really important to win titles. And if they want to go far, Salman Al Faraz, their centre mid, their midfielder experience, Saudi Arabia's midfielder with 69 caps and 8 goals for the national team. He's gonna play a big part, their captain. He needs to, their number 7, he's gonna do really good, then they can go far. And then their best player, according to me, um, one of their best according to many, and his name is Jasser Al Sarani. Jasser Al Sarani. He has 71 caps and 2 goals. He's solid. He leads them from the back. And don't underestimate Saudi Arabia. They were also in the World Cup in 2018. Don't underestimate them. They can do something. This group is really hard for them, but they can still do something in this group. And now let's move on to Mexico. So this is the Mexico team. As you guys can see, they still didn't release their 26-man squad. They have a 31-man squad, but some players are injured, so in their 26-man squad, we can expect how it's gonna look. So the main player in their team, of course, their goalkeeper Ochoa. Everyone knows him. Um, he has 130 caps for the national team. A solid keeper. We saw him in many World Cups, many Copa Americas, many tournaments. A brilliant keeper. And then their midfield, a really young midfielder they have is Edson Alvarez. Watch out for him. He's a really good young midfielder. He plays for Ajax. 58 caps for the national team and 3 goals. He's gonna score a couple, I'm feeling, in this World Cup. Watch out for him. And then their most experienced player is him, their captain, Andres Guardado. He's 36 and has 177 caps for the national team and 28 goals. Yeah, you guys heard it right. 177 caps. That's kind of mad. And then now let's move on to their winger, Chucky Lozano. We all know Lozano of Napoli. He has 59 caps and 16 goals for the national team. He's gonna play a big role in this team. And then there are other young winger, Vega. Vega is 24 years old. He has 21 caps and 5 goals for the national team. And now let's talk about a weakness of this team, a bad thing. Their main man up front, Raul Jimenez, is injured. He won't be going to the World Cup. And their all-time leading goal scorer, Chicharito, isn't in the 31-man shortlist of Mexican national team. So they both are not going. So they don't have anyone good up front. That's what they're gonna hold them back in this World Cup. So that's gonna be a big problem for them. They need to overcome that if they wanna do good. And now let's move on to the last team, Poland. So this is Poland's 26-man squad. And now let's talk about some of their main players. In goal, of course, they have Szczesny, one of the world's best goalkeepers. one of the world's best. He has 66 caps for the national team. He's a really solid keeper, but their defense isn't that good. But they got a really good fullback in Matty Cash, a young fullback. He has only 7 caps and 1 goal, but he will be playing all the games at the World Cup. He's really good. Hasn't gotten many opportunities for Poland's main squad yet, but soon he will be getting many opportunities to shine. And they also got some other good defenders like Van Dijk of Southampton and Gilk of AS Monaco, former AS Monaco player. But their defense is um, their bad part. They concede a lot of goals. But next is Zielinski. We all know him. He will play a huge part, a humongous part in this Poland's team success if they succeed. He has 74 caps for the national team and 9 goals. One of their best players. He operates in that zone 14. As you guys know, advanced football or the basics even, you guys will know what zone 14 is. There are 18 zones. He operates in zone 14. He's pressed the ball wide or up front to the main man. He's a good dribbler. He can pass. He can shoot from distance. And he will play a huge part. And now up front, they got Milik. Of course, he played at Juve. He played at Marseille. He played at many big clubs. And he has 63 caps for the national team of Poland and 16 goals. He's a brilliant striker, and if they play two up front, he might play some games. And the main man of the team, Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski is their main man, and his stats are just so good. They sound so fake. For the national team, he has played 134 games, 134 caps, and scored 76 goals. That is mad. That's around 0.6 goals per game. That's some crazy stats. And now let's talk about how this group is gonna finish out. Who's gonna finish fourth? Who's gonna finish third? Who's gonna finish second? And who's gonna top this group? So I have talked you guys through this all these 4 teams. So now you guys have um, a good insight of all of these teams, how they will perform, what's their strong points, what their weak points are. And after all that, I'm predicting Saudi Arabia to finish fourth in this group and Argentina to top this group. And now second and third, that's gonna be the hardest to predict between Mexico and Poland. But I think Mexico is gonna finish third and Poland are gonna qualify to the knockouts in second place. The main part playing one has one of the world's best strikers and one doesn't. One even doesn't have a striker to go to the World Cup, and one has a good backup in Milik and Robert Lewandowski, Zielinski, and their backline might be a bit shaky, but they got Szczęsny. But Mexico, they got a good midfield with someone like Edson Alvarez, good keeper, but not good forwards. I mean, not good strikers. They got good wingers in Lozano and Vega. So first Argentina, second Poland, third Mexico, and fourth Saudi Arabia. That's my prediction, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. See you next time. Till then, peace.